Get ready, football fans, because the NFL season is practically here, and we are absolutely diving deep into one of the most talked about teams this year, the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah, definitely. It's a season packed with intrigue, massive changes, and, let's be honest, a whole lot of fascinating questions.
And questions is truly the operative word, isn't it? Our mission today is to cut through all that preseason noise and give you a comprehensive preview of the 2025 Minnesota Vikings.
That's right. We've poured over a stack of sources, everything from PFF analytics to deep dive team-specific insights and expert predictions to equip you with everything you need to know.
We're talking roster shakeups, coaching strategies, critical injury reports, and those all-important win-loss forecasts.
Think of this as your absolute shortcut to being genuinely well-informed without feeling overwhelmed by, all the info out there.
We've really cast a wide net, pulling insights from a diverse array of top football sources, detailed analytics from PFF, team-specific reports from Vikings territory.
And general sports media giants like ESPN, Walter Football, Half-Line Sports, and Sideline Sports, so a really good mix.
And for anyone looking for the full 2025 NFL schedule, sportsbrackets.net is an excellent resource. It covers everything from preseason right through to the 2026 NFL playoffs and Super Bowl LX.
Good shout. Whether you're a die-hard Vikings fan meticulously prepping for your fantasy draft or just genuinely curious about one of the league's most enigmatic teams.
You're going to walk away with some serious aha moments and plenty of fresh insights to discuss. So let's jump right in.
Okay, where do we start? It has to be the quarterback, right?
The most significant storyline coming into 2025 for the Vikings is undoubtedly the seismic shift at quarterback. They're moving on from Sam Darnold,
Who, surprisingly, several sources like Walter Football and Sideline Sports Note had a great or even fantastic year in 2024.
Yeah, leading the team to a 14-3 record before that first-round playoff exit. It really went against his prior career narrative, almost a full Cinderella story before, the playoff loss.
Absolutely baffled a lot of people, I bet. But now it's J.J. McCarthy's turn to take the reins.
He's essentially a rookie in terms of NFL experience, coming off that season-ending knee injury that limited him to just a handful of preseason snaps in 2024.
Right, barely saw the field. Despite that, he did flash some serious potential, earned a very good 84.0 PFF passing grade in his single preseason game.
And for PFF, anything in the 80s is considered excellent, so that's a strong indicator early on.
For sure. Still, the big question from PFF is his unproven status, and Athlon Sports notes he'll absolutely need on-the-job training. A lot of pressure there.
He's not entirely an unknown, though. National champion from Michigan. His college stats hint at his capability.
Yes, 72.3% completion rate and an impressive 91.7 play-action PFF passing grade across 2022 and 2023. That was fourth best in FBS, college football's top level.
That's a strong foundation. But how much does that college stuff really translate, especially coming off injury with almost no pro reps?
Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? The NFL is just a different beast. But this is where head coach Kevin O'Connell comes in.
Right. Walter Football calls him a brilliant offensive-minded coach and a quarterback whisperer. And he handpicked McCarthy in the draft.
Exactly. O'Connell has this history of elevating QB play. Cousins, Dobbs, Mullins, even Darnold last year.
Across 5 quarterbacks in his system, they've completed, nearly 67% of throws with a passer rating over 95. That's pretty remarkable consistency.
It really is. This O'Connell and Jefferson effect could turn McCarthy's inexperience into a non-factor. That's the hope anyway.
That's the core insight, isn't it? O'Connell's system plus Justin Jefferson's talent, creating maybe a safer environment for a young QB.
Precisely. It's designed to scheme guys open, use play action, not put everything on McCarthy's shoulders right away, let him grow into it.
Okay, so the QB room itself saw big changes. Darnold left, they missed on Daniel Jones, passed on Rodgers.
Yeah, and then ESPN reported they traded Sam Howell to the Eagles, signed veteran Carson Wentz for depth.
So, adding experience behind the rookie. And that undrafted guy, Max Brosmer, apparently impressed in camp, too.
So while McCarthy's talent seems evident, the immediate challenges are his development and, crucially, his health. Jeff Diamond from Vikings territory really emphasized that. His first year starting is going to be under a huge microscope.
And for any young QB, development and health link directly to the offensive line, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
After 2024, where they were called soft pretenders in the trenches.
Yeah, keeping up 9 sacks to the Rams in the playoffs, tying a record, O'Connell was clear. We got to find a way to solidify the interior of the pocket, first and foremost.
And they really back that up. Athlon Sports reports a $300 million free agent spending spree, mostly reshaping the lines. That's a huge commitment.
Wow. $300 million. So the interior O-line, which Sideline Sports called a huge weak spot, gets fixed.
That's the plan. Massive upgrade signing center Ryan Kelly and right guard Will Fries for $88 million combined.
Oh.
Fries was seen as the top guard out there. They helped Indy become a top 8 rushing team.
And then they used a first-round pick, 24th overall, on Ohio State left guard Donovan Jackson.
First guard they've taken in round 1 since Hall of Famer Randall McDaniel back in '88. Expected day 1 starter.
Though some sources, like Walter Football and Sideline Sports, thought that pick was maybe too early, questioned the value there.
Yeah, there was some debate if they should have addressed another need or if Jackson was truly the best player available at that spot.
Okay, so you've got the new interior. What about the tackles?
Well, Christian Darrisaw is elite, but he's coming off that torn ACL and MCL. His week 1 status is questionable. Brian O'Neill on the other side is also top tier.
So potentially one of the best O-lines if Darrisaw's healthy.
Right, but that's the issue. Darrisaw's injury meant no live reps with the whole rebuilt line together in camp. That cohesion, that communication, it takes time.
That lack of practice together could mean some shaky moments early on. Who backs up Darrisaw?
Justin School is ready to step in at left tackle if Darrisaw isn't fully recovered, so that knee injury is definitely something to watch closely.
Okay, so even with potential O-line growing pains, McCarthy steps into a situation with an outstanding supporting cast.
Oh yeah, Justin Jefferson, arguably the best wide receiver in the NFL, consistent All-Pro.
He's nearing milestones too, right?
Yeah.
Needs just 5 catches for 500 career grabs. Already set a record with over 7,000 yards in his first 5 seasons. Just incredible.
He really is a force.
Yes.
And Jordan Addison, considered a top 5 number 2 wideout, has been super productive, over 850 yards each of his first 2 years, despite catching passes from, 5 different QBs.
There's a big but with Addison, isn't there?
Yeah, the 3-game suspension stems from that 2024 DUI citation. That muddies his projection a bit, definitely hurts them early.
ESPN even noted they're looking at veteran receivers, Adam Thielen maybe, for depth during the suspension.
Could be. They need someone reliable there for those first few games.
And tight end, Hawkinson?
TJ Hawkinson is among the best. Fully recovered from the ACL surgery that cost him the first 7 games of 2024. That's huge.
And Josh Oliver signed an extension too. Top run blocking grade among tight ends last year, so solid there.
Definitely. In the backfield, veteran Aaron Jones Sr. had over 1,600 yards from scrimmage last season per PFF. Great year.
But he's over 30 now, injury history.
Exactly. So, smart move. They traded for Jordan Mason from the 49ers, described as an outstanding trade.
So committee approach, Mason brings fresher legs, some power.
Yeah, expect Mason to be a significant part of that rotation. Manage Jones's workload, keep both effective. Smart strategy.
Okay, so offense looks potentially loaded if things click.
Yeah.
Let's flip to the defense. Brian Flores has really turned things around there.
Yeah, major improvement. Climbed from 28th to 13th in points allowed in 23, then all the way to 5th fewest in 2024. That's impressive.
Known for his creative and aggressive style, blitz rate was nearly 39% last year.
Wow. And he got some new toys. Added 2 veteran defensive linemen in free agency, Jonathan Allen and Javon Hargrave.
Both over 30, coming off injuries, though. Bit of a risk.
It is. But they're considered high-level pass rushers when healthy. It did lead to some drama, though.
Oh, yeah.
They traded veteran Harrison Phillips, a 3-year starter, to the Jets. Clear changing of the guard up front.
Gotcha. Any young guys stepping up on the D-line?
Rookies like Tyrion Ingram-Dawkins, a 5th-round DT, add depth and what sources call insane upside. So a mix of vets and youth.
And the edge rush. Still a strength.
Oh, yeah. Jonathan Greenard had 84 total pressures last year. That includes sacks, hurries, knockdowns, second most among edge guys. Andrew Van Ginkel is there, too.
Combined for, what, 23.5 sacks last season?
Exactly. And Dallas Turner, the 2024 first-rounder, is expected to be more of a factor this year after a quiet rookie season. Could be a fearsome pass rush.
Okay, pass rush looks good. What about the secondary? Heard there were concerns there.
Yeah, some shaky depth is the phrase used. Byron Murphy Jr. is maybe an all-pro in waiting, coming off a career year, 6 interceptions. He's solid.
Who starts opposite him?
They signed Isaiah Rodgers. He's slated to start. Mekhi Blackmon is penciled in for the number 3 corner spot after tearing his ACL in 2024.
And Jeff Okudah, former top 3 pick.
He's a risk-reward signing. Talented, but just hasn't stayed healthy. Then you've got safety Harrison Smith.
Still going at 36. Almost a player coach out there.
Right, but age is a factor. And Josh Metellus had some camp injuries recently. It does raise questions about the unit's consistency, especially depth-wise. How much does Smith realistically have left for a full season?
Good question. All right, quickly on special teams. Kicking game, still an issue.
Well, it's been an issue for years, hasn't it? Will Reichard, drafted last year, made 24 of 30 field goals. Pretty good. 8 of 11 from 50-plus yards.
But he dealt with an injury for some misses.
Yeah, 3 misses attributed to injury. So maybe some hope for stability, but still needs to prove it consistently.
And the punter. Return game.
Punter Ryan Wright rebounded well in 2024, helped them to 4th in punt coverage. But it sounds like he's on a short leash in camp. Gotta perform.
And return.
Awful last season. Dead last in punt returns. 31st in kickoffs. Expect fierce competition there. New guys like Rondale Moore, Ty Felton challenging. Needs a big upgrade.
Okay, let's look at the schedule. Season kicks off September 4th. Vikings have a mixed schedule.
Yeah, some tough ones. AFC North teams like the Ravens, Steelers, plus the Chargers, but also some games that look more favorable on paper, like the Browns, Seahawks, Giants, Cowboys.
And 2 international games this year.
Right, against the Steelers in Dublin on September 28th and the Browns in London on October 5th. Fun fact, Vikings are 4-0 all-time in regular season international games.
It's a perfect record overseas. And again, for the full schedule, preseason through Super Bowl LX on February 8th, 2026, check out sportsbrackets.net.
Good reminder, preseason started with the Hall of Fame game July 31st, 3 games per team. Training camps opened late July.
Vikings had joint sessions with the Patriots August 13-14. Always interesting. And final roster cuts to 53 players are due Tuesday, August 26th, crunch time.
Definitely. Okay, now for the predictions, and this is where it gets really interesting. The range of outcomes for the Vikings from our sources is kind of wild.
It really is. You've got the cautious side. PFF projects about 8.4 wins.
Yeah, and NFL.com's human projections are even lower. Aliban Puri has them 8-9. Adam Rank predicts 7-10. Both have them last in the NFC North, missing the playoffs. They're really factoring in those rookie QB bumps.
Sideline Sports is also around there, 9-8. Calls it a huge regression, but admits the ceiling could be 14 wins if everything clicks.
And then you get the optimists, which makes things way more exciting. Athlon Sports forecasts 9-10 wins, contending for a wild card spot. They think Detroit still wins the division, though.
But wait, it gets better. Walter Football projects the Vikings finish 13-4.
13 wins, placing them first in the NFC North, calling them the most underrated team in the NFL. That's bold.
And that's not even the highest ceiling we saw. Jeff Diamond, former Vikings GM, writing for Vikings territory.
Yeah.
He predicts 13-4 too.
Okay, so matching Walter Football.
But he has them clinching the NFC North, getting the number 2 seed in the NFC, winning their wildcard game, winning the divisional round, maybe even a rematch against the Rams.
Wow. So a deep playoff run.
Yeah, before falling short in the NFC Championship game against the Eagles in his prediction. He even suggests 2026 could be the Super Bowl season.
So you're literally seeing predictions from 7-10 and missing the playoffs entirely, all the way to a 13-4 division champ making the NFC title game. That is quite the spectrum.
It really highlights how much of a swing team the Vikings are this year, doesn't it?
Absolutely. The core insight here seems to be that their season hinges so heavily on 2 big variables: how fast McCarthy adapts, and can those rebuilt lines stay healthy and gel quickly? Every source weighs those factors differently.
Okay, so let's try and bring all this together. We've taken this deep dive into the 2025 Minnesota Vikings, the huge QB change with J.J. McCarthy, the massive O-line and D-line investments.
The challenges like key injuries, Darisaw's knee, Addison's suspension, and then this incredibly wide range of predictions we just talked about.
What's truly fascinating here for us is that tension. You've got the proven coach in O'Connell, elite players like Jefferson, upgraded lines, versus the total unknown of a rookie QB.
Right. Will McCarthy's talent plus O'Connell's system lead to that dominant season, some predict? Or will those rookie bumps keep them on the outside looking in come playoff time?
So what does this all mean for you, the listener, following the Vikings this year? Beyond just wins and losses, maybe the most important question isn't if they make the playoffs, but what kind of progress does J.J. McCarthy show? Considering the huge investment in the roster, the high hopes, what would you consider a successful season for Minnesota this year? And what should you be watching for most closely in McCarthy's development? Something to think about.